playing another league with Death and Taxes. I forgot to start my recording before this match began, but all that's happened is my opponent's cast a Ponder, and I've cast a Vial, so you've not missed out on much. We are hoping that our opponent's on like a Delver strategy or something, and not something like Sneak and Show, because our hand seems very poorly positioned against combo. Port, take us home. Port has some work to do. We do have the fetch land. Interesting. Okay, now we can flash in the Mum with the Vial. I guess I just want to Wasteland them, right? Like, I'd love to get the Jitte down in case they're on a creature deck, but I think I just want to, like, cut them off mana. Most of all. Especially with the Port in hand, this seems really good. I guess they could have a Stifle in hand. But I want to do this before they can untap the land. So, I feel like our hand's pretty good against Stifle decks anyway, at the moment. Brainstorm, sure. So they're on a Volcanic Island Underground Sea deck. So they could be on a combo deck still. They could be on Storm, which would be very scary. Or like maybe Grixis Control. Ooh. Yeah, so they are on Storm. We are probably dead. We kept a very, like, mid-rangey, grindy hand. Not really equipped for Dark Rituals. I have to board in some sideboard cards and, like, mulligan aggressively to them now, though. Oh, they're gonna get Adnors. Oh no, they're gonna get Past in Flames, right? Yeah, they go Past in Flames, Ritual, Tutor, and then they kill us. Yep. I'm just gonna scoop them up, move on with my life. Alright, so we want the Canonists for sure. We probably want the Surgicals and some number of the Rips as well. And Pontiff could be considered for Goblins, though I think we're pretty good against the Goblins plan generally. Swords is Garbo. So let's just take those out and bring in these Surgicals to start. Jitte is probably the worst equipment. We can even take out Sword as well and just like only tutor up Batterskull for the Goblin plan. Just like the equipments are pretty unexciting in general. That's reasonable. And then like we could trim the Serra Avengers. Take out the Mangara and Jailer. That's reasonable. Are they... Is just having the Clock of Avenger better than these? See that being the case. Bring in these two. Yeah. I like this plan. Yeah, Clock sounds better than Grinding. Agree. I think I agree with you. on that one. Right, we will go first. This has a Thalia, so we will keep it. Mother of Runes into Thalia is about what we can ask for, realistically. Sure, that is a ponder. They are going to have Fatal Pushes and stuff in post-board, but we're going to have the Mother of Runes untapped, so I think we are fine with that. Don't really want them knowing about the Wasteland, but this is probably fine. Just like, if I draw a port next turn, there's like a non-zero chance I end up like porting plus Wastelanding instead of Prelate. So that sounds unlikely. Most likely just get Prelate in play. Try and lock them out as much as possible. Hope to fade some sort of massacre or something. Holy cow, yeah. Doesn't Prelate name one? I feel like if Prelate names one, they just can't go off, right? And it also turns off Fatal Push. I feel like naming one is better than four. Yeah, agree. Maybe they probably only have like one Massacre in their board, maybe two at the absolute most, whereas like they definitely have Fatal Pushes, right? And this turns off like... Oh, naming four when you have a Thalia, that's reasonable to turn off Massacre then, yeah. So if we have the Thalia in play, we name four to turn off Massacre, but otherwise it's fine to have it on one. That makes sense. Just getting down their Lotus Petal before like Thalia attacks potentially occurs. Makes sense. We can attack for 1. 2 even. We cast Stoneforge, we get to increase our clock quite a bit by fetching Batterskull. We can Wasteland the Sea whilst we're at it. Alright, should obviously have done that like in damage step or something so they couldn't float a mana, but doesn't actually affect anything. Let's go find Batterskull. Obviously by Wastelanding them, I guess we still get to Flickerwisp a land if we want to get the Batterskull in, so yeah, that's still fine. We still get to get both threats in play. Oh my god. Don't be like this, opponent. I mean, this now I get to kill the Tropical because I played the Wasteland outright. Gamer champ. Also, like, there's a world in which, like, they fetch a dual land, untap, play a dual land, and then I want access to, like, this Wasteland plus one I draw, or whatever. Or, like, more realistically, I guess, they, like, fetch a basic, untap, play a dual land from their hand, and then we draw Rishadan Port, and we want to have both Wasteland and Rishadan Port in play, potentially. I don't know. I feel like revealing it is fine. Crossing my fingers that I don't die. We've had Thalia, Sanctum Prelate, and 2 Wastelands, and we still might just die on turn 4. I am concerned for this deck that Massacre is going to be more widely played. I guess this game we could have played the Karakas instead of the Plains, and just held the Plains, and then they couldn't have massacred us. Did I throw this game by playing the Plains? I think I did. Yeah, I think if I play the Karakas... That's true. Opponent did have 2 hate cards, but... Yeah, I should have played the Karakas instead of the Plains, so that Massacre didn't hit me. I think I could have won this game, potentially. If I play that a bit better and just, like, never play out the Plains that I don't need. So this kills us, right? They have Reign of Filth plus Tendrils. This is going to be enough to kill us, plus Lotus Petal. Yeah, we're actually just dead. If they just take these cards. Wow, they're still drawing? Okay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, playing out the Plains instead of the Karakas probably cost us that game. It's like one of those mistakes you probably don't make once you've lost to Massacre once. But the first time it's gonna get you. Let's mulligan this. Right, this is reasonable. What a vial. Bottom that cavern. Get our vial in play. I'm gonna see a force here, maybe? What the hell? Oh my lord. Force pitching champion of wits. What a life. I think we're gonna Swords plus Wasteland them here and just take them off 2 mana. Like, I'd love to get the Vial ticking up, but I think putting them on 0 mana seems good. Nice, nice. Easy game. So what deck are they playing? Is there a deck that plays Champion of Wits? Oh. Food Chain, yeah, I was half thinking Food Chain. It's like something they can do with the mana to like draw towards stuff, I guess. You're guessing opposition. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. I just want to get a Flickerwisp to like build up an army here. They're done. So are we just assuming they're like something like Food Chain or Opposition, some weird creature combo deck? I do not really know what I'm doing here. I guess Orzhov Pontiff is absurd. don't know what else we want. I guess Gideon could help fight against, like, them if they're very mid-rangey. We can take out Ethersworn Canonist. Do you like Rest in Peace against them? That's interesting. I feel like I'd want to see a bit more before bringing in Rest in Peace. I could see trimming on Thalia's. I don't... If they do have Green Sun Zenith, and we're like putting them on like some weird combo-y card. I guess they probably have cantrips, right? It's like they probably have cantrips in their Tropical Island deck, so Thalia's probably good. Surprisingly, no Champion of Wits and Legacy. Jeez, I'm taken aback. I'm taken aback. I think I'm just going to run it like this until I see more cards. I do think the Orzhov Pontiff is very good though. But we don't really know what they're doing. Oh, this hand's great. Jeez, sounds absurd. Champion to hunt Goose and Goyf. That sounds unlikely. My opponent had Green Sun Zenith. I guess I've seen Green Sun Zenith in those decks before as well, like as a one-of before, but it'd be kind of weird. So just getting down Vial. Please no turn 2 true name. Yeah. That would be reasonably difficult to beat. Oh jeez. That's almost more gross than a true name. Dear God. I don't really want to play Mother of Runes this turn. I don't think I want to Wasteland them. I feel like I want access to 8 mana. And I feel like this mana's not doing much for me here though. I could just Wasteland plus Mother. I can't actually cast the Avenger next turn though. This is fine. Just like cast the Mother, hold up Swords. Feel like it's now a bit late to be swordsing the Hierarch. Obviously swordsing the Hierarch does make our Wasteland better though. And our Port. Maybe it's fine. I assume they have use for the mana when they're playing stuff like Champion of Wits. This might be incorrect. Might be a bit aggressive. Zenith for 1, finding another Hierarch. I mean, that worked out for us. Our swords forced them to Zenith to find a replacement, which I think we're pretty happy with. If we're pretty happy with getting that result out of our swords, I think. Wait, what? Oh, they played the Dryad Arbor from their hand. They have so much mana, it's kind of unreal. Okay, let's Recruiter for Stoneforge so that we can find a Jitte soon, I guess. Oh, Recruiter for Pontiff. We can't cast Pontiff though. You think we should get Jailer? I guess we have Mother of Runes. They can't really attack us very well. Maybe the Jailer's just great here. Yeah, I like that. I'm willing to give that a try. Also, hey Alex, We 4-1'd our first league. Luckily we lost our 4th match, so I do not have to play this at the PT. I do like becoming queen. I'm very into this idea. We're currently 0-1 in this league though. We got destroyed by Massacre because I played a Plains instead of a Karakas. Oh my god. This is so exciting. Vengevine. If Lobster were to pick a non-blue guild, I have no idea, Alesha. Could not answer that. Yeah, Jailer looks pretty insane right now. Agree. This is like a really aggressive attack. Alright. So I guess I eat their Vengevine. I could eat their mana instead. I don't hate eating like the Hierarch here, but eating their Vengevine makes it really hard for them to attack us. Like, if they have a second Vengevine, the Mother of Runes still just holds it all back. Alright, Phyrexian Arena. I love Phyrexian Arena. What are the chances they're a natural order deck? That's a pretty scary prospect right now. That's something we could, like, realistically lose to. Although next turn we get to start just taking them off mana whilst we draw cards. Oh my god, Alex, you're ridiculous. Yeah, next time we get to eat 3 mana whilst we're just drawing 2 cards a turn for the rest of the game. I don't know what's happening anymore. Cloud of Fairies and Champion of Wits in the same deck. Ooh, Birds of Paradise. I guess I have to cast Flickerwisp next turn now, so that I can block Birds of Paradise. Alright, so it wins with Hoof. Alright, that's terrifying, but sure. So we want to set up a Jitte as quickly as possible. So I guess we want to flicker the Recruiter so that next turn we can go cast Stoneforge, cast Jitte. That makes sense. And we need the Flickerwisp in play to block the birds. Maybe I meant to flicker... Yeah, I meant to flicker that because I need Stoneforge, right? Yeah, that makes complete sense. Doubted myself for a moment. Now I can cast Mother of Runes. I had to play Port. I can't afford to Wasteland them because I need to be able to equip the Jitte next turn to, like, eat through their board before they can hoof us. This is really bad. I needed to play Port there instead of Plains, because I can't actually Wasteland them. I'm embarrassed about this. Commit to the Wasteland. I just feel like we really want to Jitte them next turn. Is the problem. Prelate on 4. Yeah, I agree, Alex. Now that we're committing to Wasteland, we should Prelate on 4. I agree completely. I'm actually going to kill the Dryad Arbor here. I just want to take them off a creature for Huff, I think. Yeah, I agree completely, Alex. Now that we can't Jitte next turn, now that we're not Jitteing next turn, we just want to stop Eno, for sure. Get to stop Eno and, like... Oh, we drew a Stoneforge anyway. We should pay attention. Alright. Alright. That was not optimally played, but we're great, so... Also, apparently white creatures are, like, fine. Opposition is 4 CMC, that's true. That's also, like, a thing to be aware of. Okay, we will go first. This hand is pretty great. We'll never know what a opponent was doing. Too right. We've been drawing an above average number of turn 1 vials. I should try Brightling, I agree. No one plays goblins, Alex. See you, Marcus. Enjoy Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's great. Strong recommend on the Hollow Knight. Hey, Auri. Get to tap their wooded foothills. Oh, are they on Teemo Delver? Teemo Delver leads with foothills go a bunch to, like... No, they're not. They're on Bayou. Interesting. Curious to see what they cast here. Jund. That's terrifying. At least we have this Jailer coming soon. Bob is definitely quite the magic card there. Who plays Jund? That's the real question. So if I don't Wasteland them, then I get to Palace Jailer next turn. I think I just want to be able to Palace Jailer next turn to take the Bob off the board. So I think I'm actually not Wastelanding them. They're going to be drawing lands anyway, right? So you're like Wasteland Thalia plus Port here. Just to like cut them off both mana. And leave them on 0 mana. I just want to be able to cast Jailer next turn. I feel like casting Jailer next turn is the sort of thing that just like wins us the game on its own pretty easily. I don't really love casting Sword against like the mono removal deck. I feel like they can like hold up a removal spell for the Sword without too much difficulty here. Oh, we can get wasted off double white now. That's fair, Alex. That's fair. Okay, they're 4 color. Loam. Loam, I assume, anyway. Explains the Grove as well. Although, obviously punishing Jund is a thing, but... So they're probably spending the turn... I guess we don't know that they have a Punishing Fire in hand. But it would make sense if they're spending the turn killing the Thalia. Before, like, we're able to have Flickerwisp fire up. Okay, and they're just letting us do that. That's pretty great. So now we have this on Flickerwisp number. We can just leave it there. Right, attack for 5, post-combat, eat the bob. Jailer draw the Wisp, that would be dreamy. I would be very into that. It's a good thing we have this Wasteland for punishing fire shenanigans. We can take down the Grove that we know they have. Cool. And a Ghost Quarter as well. They probably have a basic, so it's not like the most amazing, but... gives us more mana to work with like our sword. We are now the Monarch. It's pretty great. I'm a fan of being the Monarch. Sure, Jailer down. Yeah, we get to equip Sword to Avenger now. That seems unreal. And we think they're on 4 color Loam, which means they don't have Swords to Plowshares here, so... I'd love to just, like, double Wasteland them almost. But... I feel like they probably can't beat us suiting up the Serra Avenger, so I should probably just do this. Just like 7 them, draw a card. Force them to find an Abrupt Decay. Yeah, drawing 3 cards a turn is pretty great. Flickerwisp as well. Oh my god. This is so disgusting, Alex. This is so unreasonable. Yeah, next turn we just get to destroy all their lands. Which I'm kind of into. Sure, you have a Wasteland. Well, that Knight's gonna get pretty big. Knight is certainly going to get pretty big. It sure is, Jim. It sure is. So I flash in Flickerwisp and kill them, right? They are indeed dead. I kind of want to continue this game a while, but I guess they are dead. I guess that's the thing that happens. I just want to play this game for like 10 more turns, though. So upsetting. Alright, Punishing Fire. Well, these Rest in Pieces seem decent against the Knight Punishing Fire deck. The Gideons also seem very decent. Thalia seems pretty bad here, I think. You want the needle as well? I have to shut down light. That's fair. They also have like planeswalkers. Yeah, they could have Lily. They sometimes play Lily of the Veil. I think I like the judgments. So I think Thalia seems pretty bad. Thalia stops turn 3 Lily. That's fair. What do you want to take out then, Alex? If we're not taking out Thalia's. Prelate is bad. Shave but not cut. That makes sense. Just like cut 2. Sword is probably our worst equipment. Because we want Jitte to be able to kill Dark Confidant. Oh, you cut the Jitte instead. I guess this kills Dark Confidant too. This is a Mew. It's she currently has a lot of light bouncing off her though. Sword protects against punishing fire. That's a good call. Canonist is bad. Yep, agree. I guess Revoker's pretty bad too. Revoker just dies to punishing fire and like can shut down planeswalkers, but I'm not sure you proactively want to be using it for that. It does shut down Night as well. I just feel like it's gonna die a lot though. Yeah, Revoker's meh. I think I agree. You like Prelate more than Mangara because Prelate can name 2. That is true. Like, we have to cut some cards, right? We can't just say that every card is good. They have board and Swords to Plowshares from the sideboard. You'd shave a mum just because punishing fire can overwhelm her. Alright, this is reasonable. And the -1/-1 effects. That makes sense. That makes sense. 70 card deck, go. Oh my lord. Right. Bob, that's terrifying. I'm assuming we're losing this game against the turn 1 Dark Confidant. Their deck looks much more functional when they have Mox Diamond on one. Cool. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, we drew a land. If I didn't draw a land, I was gonna scoop there. Yeah, it sure does, Gripped. I agree. We have this basic. We've got that going for us. They hit a life from the loam, so Alright. I think I'm done. I guess I could still draw swords, right? If I still draw swords next turn, I'm still in this game. If I don't, I should probably move on with my life. See ya, Alex. Okay. I mean, hitting a basic's also fine, because it means the loam isn't scary. We can go get a Batterskull. Yeah, definitely get a Batterskull, try and pressure them. Liliana of the Veil. They are taking some hits, but they're also drawing 2 cards a turn. The Chalice on 1 and Forces combo, Gaddock Teague with Mindbreak Trap. Oh my god. I think I'm willing to move on. I think we're just not beating this Dark Confidant, right? Realistically. Like, the Rest in Peace shuts down the loam. We're not, like, 100% dead is the problem. The Liliana's gonna eat for our hand. Like, their deck has so much clunk in it. It's very hard to actually scoop. Alright. It's also the Gaddock Teague Green Sun Zenith combo as well, Conan. Yeah, Tom and Bob's pretty strong. You're not wrong. I'm currently on the hope they die to their Dark Confidants plan. They get to attack us for 8 next turn though. Yeah, we're just actually dead on board. Maybe Bob kills them. They don't have 2 5s in their deck, do they? I don't think that deck plays 5s. That I'm aware of. I think we just run this back. You wouldn't put anything past them. Oh my god. Tops out with 4. With Garrett Relentless. I'll go first. This hand is good. We can lead on the plains. They can't Wasteland us. Come on, Mox Diamond, Dark Confidant. Please not Mox Diamond anything else though, but oh my god. Punishing Fire online. I hope they don't have Punishing Fire. I guess I'm just casting this Thalia. At least Serra Avenger doesn't die to fire. We can use Recruiter to go get Jailer to try and set that up as well, which can grind through fire really well. Hey Kaylee! I hope you slept okay after you went back to sleep. It's going okay. We 4-1'd our first league with it, which I was relieved about because I joked to Alex that if we 5-0'd I'd play it at the PT, so I've escaped that fate. And we're now 1-1 with it this time round. That's a really nice draw. Jeez. It swords this. Awesome. I'm glad you slept okay. Yeah, I do have Wasteland for Grove. I think I want to just play out the Mother of Runes instead. Since they need a land to even go Punishing Fire plus rebuy anyway. But we have Karakas, my Thalia. That's adorable. Now they can Liliana me. Sure. Protecate me. So I want to recruit for Palace Jailer. I don't know if I'm wastelanding them or like holding onto my land so I can guarantee to cast the Jailer, is the thing. I would really like to be able to cast Jailer next turn. I am really unsure on this. Avenger and port them off double black. Do I not just want to be setting up Jailer as quickly as possible? Whoa, that's ridiculous, Alesha. That's so absurd. I'm not sure I care about them casting a Liliana at the moment is the thing. Which, like... Yeah, I think I'm just going to cast Recruiter and pass here. I think I just want to be able to cast Jailer next turn. More than anything. I think like getting our Phyrexian Arena going seems really strong to me. Yeah, I think I agree, Fudge. Just being able to guarantee we can cast Jailer is the most important thing, right? What's this? 4 mana. Oh, they're getting a Knight. I'm okay with them getting a Knight because I've got the Jailer in hand. Obviously means they get back a Jailer if they can ever deal damage to me, but... Yeah, this is really good for me. It means I just get to Jailer their play for the turn. Next turn I just start disrupting their mana, now that I've got Phyrexian Arena online. Oh my god, Chris. It's slightly surreal seeing so many Knights of the Reliquaries in Legacy right now. Yeah, this card's unreal. I have not been respecting this card enough. It's just like actual Phyrexian Arena in so many board states. Yeah, they did see it get tutored. Maybe they have like more Knights in hand though, and they figured like at least this way they get this back if they ever deal damage to us. It's like not impossible. Yeah, they lost to this game 1, Kaylee. So I'm hoping they know what it does this time. Game 1, they did. I don't think they read it properly, but we'll see. Yeah, Rest in Peace seems great here for sure. Stop them being able to loan back lands whilst we like wasteland them and stuff. Yeah, I made like some bad plays earlier this league too. It's like a lot of cards people haven't really played with much in recent times. We are now ahead on clock. It's a rare occurrence. I don't quite believe it myself. I would like to take your Knight of the Reliquary. Start drawing cards. Right, now we just have to deal with every threat they play, so that they can never get this back. I'm sure my Palace Jailer dies, whatever. Ooh, we get to eat the Punishing Fire. I'm so excited. This is great. So we could just kill a land. They already have all the mana in the world, though. So I kind of just want to cast the Stoneforge and get a threat in play. It's not like anything I really fear them doing that Wastelanding would keep them off of. Ooh. I wish I could deal with that Dark Confidant. That's actually a thing. It's actually a card with text. I think I'm going to cast Mother of Runes and pass the turn with Stoneforge up. I don't really want to lose a land at the moment, so I don't think I'm Wastelanding. Yeah, I like this. I can like Stoneforge in one of these two, depending on what they do. Oh my god, that's so good. So great at this. Now we can lock them off double black with our port. My rest in peace. That's so rude. I love that rest in peace. Oh, they can Punishing Fire my Mother of Runes? Yeah. Oh, my Stoneforge. Well, I get to sword them now, so that's pretty great, because I've been keeping onto these lands. And then once my mother is sorted up, she can't be Punishing Fired anyway. And they have to chump. Or they can just let it hit them. I F6'd. But I played my land already for the turn anyway, so it didn't actually matter. Sick. 2 and 1. On track for another 4-1. I'm gonna get some more water in a sec. I'm really dehydrated today. It's been really warm here in London, so I'm gonna refill these. I'll be back in a moment. I will not cover up Mew this time. Okay. On to the next one. Yeah, it's actually warm here for once. Not a common occurrence. Certainly not a common occurrence. Oh my god, Ari, that sounds awful. That sounds so bad. Although to be fair, you have air conditioning in Texas. Like, no one has air conditioning in their home here. And like even a lot of like there are a significant number of like service buildings that don't have air conditioning. But it's definitely like not uncommon. Yep, exactly, Alessia. I don't have a fan. Like, there's just no point for like 95% of the year. Oh my god. I hope they have good air conditioning on the sun. Otherwise that sounds intolerable. Okay, on the play... I think this one is not good enough. I've kept like a lot of 7s today, but I think this one's probably a tiny bit too weak. This is like the same, but we get a scry. And like Recruiter can like find whatever card is best against their deck. I think I meant to keep this one on 6 cards. It's like probably better than our 7 with the scry added on. Let's put that Batterskull on the bottom. I've been mulliganing so much Alessia recently. I've been like so responsible. I'm really proud of myself. I'm not known for mulliganing. Right, Scolding Tarn pass. Makes me a bit scared that they're like a combo deck. At least I have this Prelate if they're a combo deck though. Yeah, learning to mulligan WoW is incredibly tricky. I still struggle at it a lot. For sure. Oh, they're on Delver. Having our Mother of Runes survive against Delver is big. Jeez. That's so good. Now we can put Prelate on 1 to shut off most of their removal, apart from like Dismember. And possibly Fire. I guess I'm a bit scared of Daze, but probably still meant to go for it. Oh, thank you, Auri. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast this. I think I care more about resolving my... Maybe I'm just meant to, like, assume this wins me the game and just cast the Recruiter. But... oh, wow. It just resolves? This is unreal. Okay. Well, we have an unkillable Sanctum Prelate thanks to this Mother of Runes, so that's pretty absurd. What's in their hand? Like spell pierces or something? They haven't cast a cantrip this game either. They didn't even like brainstorm in response. I have no idea what's in our opponent's hand. Like spell snares and spell pierces, I guess. Cutest Tarmogoyf. Most of the Canadian lists aren't running main deck true names, which is pretty good for us. Certainly relieved about that. Oh my god. So, I hear Umezawa's Jitte is a strong magic card. I guess Sword of Fire and Ice is a strong magic card too. I certainly want one of those. I guess the sword is probably a touch better. So is Batterskull. I feel like Skull's... Maybe Skull's still fine. I kind of want to be able to like kill their Delvers, but... You think Batterskull's just better? Yeah, I think Jailer's too slow. They can, if they flip these aberrations, we want to be like interacting with the board. I think Jailer's just like bad here because they immediately get Monarchy off us. Oh, they just scoop. Understandable. Alright, so Delver. So cards we're interested in include Path, Pontiff, Judgment. I think Rest in Peace is not actually good against them, because like Mongoose is their worst threat against us anyway. And Goyf is so easy for us to kill with our removal. So we decided Jailer is not the best here, because the games where like the board is stable, you're already winning. Mangara is kind of slow. It turns off Mongoose and Goyf, but like, I've literally read Canadian Threshold sideboard guides where they board out Mongoose in this matchup. Like, cut 2 Mongooses or whatever, because they're so awkward on cluttered boards that I'm pretty unexcited about the idea of Rest in Peace for that reason. Yeah, the Revokers do nothing, agree. Just wondering what like the final card is on top of those cuts. Yeah, Kaylee, Alex's list had a Mangara in it now, but I assume it's just going to end up becoming a Brightling, because Brightling seems really strong at the moment. Oh yeah, we decided Jitte was the worst equipment, right, last time? Oh, Canonist is bad too. Yeah, Canonist is bad, so we probably want one of these over the Canonist. I don't think I want Rip at all. I could definitely bring in one of them though, since all these cards are fairly unexciting. Like, having one copy isn't the end of the world. I don't really like the card in the matchup at all, but I think all of these seem pretty bad to me, so I think I'm going to bring in a single Rip for that reason. Alright, so we get to cast our Mother of Runes on 1. Never mind. Change of plan. It is awkward having no basic planes, agreed. What do I think of the Miracles matchup? This is my 9th match with this deck, lifetime. So I could not give good feedback on that. I honestly have no idea what the Miracles matchup is like. I'm just learning the deck at the moment. Yeah, Vial was the single best draw, for sure. Vial's just like absurd here. Making all their counter magic awkward. They might have an Ancient Grudge, maybe, or an Abrade, but... if they don't have one of those, the Vial is hopefully just going to take over the game. Especially with us having, like, Flickerwisp Recruiter Chain. That's really rude. That's really rude, opponent. Why you gotta do that? Brightlings helped a lot in Miracles, against Miracles. That makes sense, just having, like, a threat they can never kill. If you put, like, Cavern on Brightling's creature type. Interesting. I was almost tempted to lead on Canopy so that Wasteland wouldn't get us like this and leave us with a land dealing damage to ourselves, but this is fine. It's a shapeshifter, okay. Canadian Fresh is really cool. I will be playing a bunch of like Fresh on stream as well the next like week or two. I know Gideon has said she'd be happy to play some Fresh on stream with me, which is good. I can like learn off her, so she knows the deck a lot better than I do. Adding yet another non-human to the deck. We couldn't vial it in because they have a Pithing Needle on Aether Vial. So, vialing it in would have been quite difficult gripped. Jade and Autumn stream, yeah, it's gonna be great. I just meant to port them. I take a damage to cut off a mana. I'm not sure. I guess I would just want to keep them off True Name, right? Make sure they can't cast True Name whilst I'm like trying to hit my land drops. Obviously means we can't cast Swords this turn, but I think trying to delay True Name a turn there made sense. Max punished. Because if we'd held up Swords, we could have played Thalia now. I really want to draw like if I draw Plains, I can Flickerwisp their Needle, letting me like vial something in the same turn, which is pretty exciting. Do I just have to get rid of the Goyf? You just Swords here, yeah. Just like play it safe rather than get our Thalia and play first. They have like 3 mana at the moment anyway, so Thalia doesn't even accomplish much. Oh, they kept in Stifle post board. That's really interesting. That is something to be aware of. Yeah, Stifle's fine versus Stoneforge. I've read a bunch of people say that Stifle's just a bit too narrow in the matchup beyond that to keep in post board. But I could see them just like not having enough sideboard cards maybe. This Needle is destroying us. It's kind of great. What am I doing with this recruiter? I'm definitely doing something with the recruiter. If it resolves, which I assume it does. So I don't have Palace Jailer in my deck to preemptively get in case we draw a white source. Probably Stoneforge, yeah, it looks that way. I feel like Stoneforge is going to be a bit slow, but none of the other options really do anything. At least Recruiter can chump as well, right? We can chump with the Recruiter in a turn's time. Or even now, maybe. Yeah, I agree, Kaylee. I could just chump now. I guess I can, like, wait a turn, though. The Goyf might grow in size before next turn. We're probably losing to a true name this game anyway, so, like, padding out our life total a bit more isn't too relevant. I guess it stops us losing to triple bolt, but we're probably losing to that realistically anyway. Oh my god. This needle. I'm gonna Stoneforge Mystic, I guess. I'm gonna grab Batterskull. This turn I can chump with the Recruiter. Now I'm gonna cast my Vial, because I've got Flickerwisps in hand, so at some point I can like flicker their needle and get to use both Vials in the same turn. Which is really appealing. Right, stay out of bolt range, draw 8 planes next turn. Yeah, there's a needle in play, it's kind of brutal. I have no idea, Nux. Could not possibly answer that. Oh my god. Yeah, the Vial triggers on Magic Online are quite awkward. For sure. We are now in the Abyss. I feel like Tarmogoyf should not be putting in this much work, but our draw's been really awkward against it. Not really drawing another white land in like 7 turns has been kind of brutal. I do not know if we can still win. I mean, we could like hypothetically hardcast Batterskull at some point and stabilize our life total. We can flicker the needle. Actually, this is potentially pretty good. Alright, so yeah, EOT Flicker Goyf, exactly, Kaylee. Sounds really good to me. Flicker your needle. End of turn. Activate Vial. Put in this Flickerwisp. Exile your Tarmogoyf. I adore Flickerwisp. I used to play Collected Company in Modern with like 4 Eternal Witness, 4 Flickerwisp, 4 Phantasmal Image. So you'd spend the whole game just like flickering and copying Eternal Witness on Coco. Well, we've gone from no board to having 9 power. If we can fade like bolts and sweepers, we're actually not in the worst position. It was delightful, Alessia. It was quite delightful. So we just say no twice. Plains is a really good draw. Jeez. Are we casting Serra Avenger or casting Batterskull? I think I'm just casting Batterskull. Can like chump the Goyf with it. And then like suit up something next turn. Just have to hope they don't have a Daze in hand. Yeah, pre-combat Batterskull, I agree. This is good. It lets us know if we have to chump or not. Brutal. Oh, this is attacking. This needs to chump a Goyf. So yes, we're just getting in for 6. I don't know that we can actually win the game anymore, but maybe we have to attack with all 3 and hope that they miss on the Delver flip. I think I just do this though. I don't know. Maybe I just have to hope they miss on Delver flip and swing for 9, even though the Batterskull got countered. Like realistically, we're losing to a bolt anyway. So the 1 damage off the Delver attack wouldn't have mattered. This Pithing Needle's done like serious work this game. It's been really impressive. Alright, so now we have to chump Goyf. I'm fairly sure we can't win from here, but I'm gonna take a draw step. I guess I could like swords this and then like block the Delver. Although I can't actually cast another critter this turn, so I'd need them to not have removal as well. Yeah. Fine, I will draw a card. Cool. Alright, on to the next one. On to game 3. I think I still like only having the 1 rip. I think that game was like a bit of an aberration. Not only having the 1 rip will be fine. Like I think if we draw like a second removal spell or a second planes in like those 8 or 9 draw steps, the Tarmogoyf would not have been as threatening. An insectile aberration. Oh my god. Oh, this is great. This is just dreamy. Jeez. Couldn't ask for more. Maybe underplay Palace Jailers better. Could make sense, stream team. Incoming force. Nope. Perfect. Maybe incoming Pithing Needle. Shouldn't suggest these things. I get to Wasteland them and get my Mother of Runes in play there. So, still have a good turn ahead of us. Fairly sure I just want to make sure they can't, like, daze me here. And, like, take my small shot on them not having the second land. Force them to have a bolt this turn. They have to have, like, Volcanic plus bolt this turn, or else the Mother of Runes takes over. Jeez. That's absurd. Fragmentizer is probably reasonable, Alesha. I think Council's Judgment's meant to play a similar role, though. And is, like, a much more powerful and versatile card. Getting Stoneforge in play would be really powerful. I think I just want to get Thalia in play, though, so that if they draw land, they can't cast cantrips. It also shuts off Force if they draw one at any point as well. Yeah, that's great. I'll just eat through their hand. Alright, I'm gonna leave this at 3. Oh wow, Sanctum Prelate as well. Alright, make them have the second force. They're scooping. They are scooping. We are now 3-1. We 4-1'd our first league and we're on track for the 4-1 in this one. I'm gonna disappear for a moment. That is true, I don't want to do that. I just assumed they didn't have a land based on the fact they were just passing the turn. I should not have done that. I get lazier with F6s when I'm streaming though. I have got blown out by it before. I'll be back in 1 minute. We'll hop in, and then we'll hop into our finals. Thank you for waiting for me. That's fair, Katie. That's fair. I could see that being correct. The loose F6s just lead to great streaming moments. They really do, though. They really do. Thank you for everyone watching today. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider giving it a follow. I stream most weekdays. I missed the last couple just because of like the changes to Legacy and the fact I really just want to focus on Legacy at the moment. But I'm going to be streaming Legacy probably like every weekday next week as I prepare for the Pro Tour. So yeah. I might also do a stream tomorrow since I missed the last couple of days. I might do a stream tomorrow. Start a bit earlier. Don't forget the super cute rollerblading. The rollerblading's going okay so far, Alessia. I've just started like learning to brake, which has been like kind of tricky, but I'm at the point where I can brake in a very inelegant manner without falling over. So super cute rollerblading is very important, agree. Strong agree. Braking also, I also agree braking is very important. Don't want a cavern. I think I'm inclined to bottom that. I don't know, Uncounterable Mother into Thalia is good against so much of the format, right? This is probably a top. I'm just a bit worried about flooding, but yeah, I think this is really high upside. I agree, Kaylee. I am not at the point of being able to break with the heal. I need to get better at that. I'm at I've been doing this thing where you... Sorry, I'm just going to cast my spell before I try and speak. Okay. I've been doing this thing where like, so normally when you're skating you have your like feet pointed outwards from each other in like a V shape, and I've been doing the way I've been stopping, which is like a way you can stop, even if it's not like the best one to be doing, is like you point your feet towards each other slightly to like slow, which like lowers your speed, and then once my speed's like low enough I can just put my feet in a T shape and that like completely stops. It's not the most graceful, elegant way of doing it, but it's kind of working for now until I get a bit more confident. So alright, definitely get down on Thalia. I'm a bit worried they might be on Sneak and Show. Sneak and Show would be fairly tough for us to beat, but definitely just getting this Thalia in play for now, and then next turn we can Stoneforge to find some more pressure. Yeah, I think it's Sneak and Show too. It's the most likely thing. It's pretty good to protect Thalia. I almost wonder if they're on Sneak and Show whether I'm meant to be attacking with the Mother, since Sneak and Show doesn't have removal on the main deck. But we don't know that they're on that. They could just be on like some blue-red mid-range deck or whatever. Or Miracles and they've drawn like a Volk. I'm just going to go ahead and cast my Stoneforge to increase the pressure a bit. Sure. We 4-1'd the first league, George, and we're currently 3-1 in this. Deck has felt better than I was expecting. Some of its combo matchups have felt a bit shaky. It feels like you have to cross your fingers a lot. But it's like really good against Delver, which is nice. I almost want the sword to try and draw into more disruption. We can also like play and equip the sword next turn, right? And use it to try and dig into like a Sanctum Prelate or something. I guess we probably just want to keep up Karakas forever though, if they are on Sneak and Show. That's 2 losses. Why did we lose? We played a Karakas. Oh no, we played a Plains instead of a Karakas. And our opponent massacred us. So we could have like easily won that game if I'd just not been very silly. Alright, I'll let them have the opportunity to get rid of Thalia here if they want. Probably just getting rid of the mother though. But this turn we get to put in sword and attack with it, which sounds amazing. It does mean they get to kill our Thalia, but I think that's fine. I think I just want to like get my free card here. Sounds really good to me. The other loss was to Maverick, because they just seemed like a bigger version of our deck. That matchup actually felt reasonably tough in the couple games we played. Also, it's like our deck, but with mana acceleration. So like as long as they can keep our vials off the table, I think they're pretty advantaged too. This is fine. They now have to swords like every creature for the rest of the game, as long as my sword is in play. So I think I'm pretty cool with this situation. So I should probably just equip this and swing. Force them to snap swords. They do not have snap swords, so I'm going to get to draw another card, which is great. I guess they can just do it now, right? Yeah. This is fine though. It's pretty fun, Mason. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than I expected anyway. Okay, Stoneforge down. I can now go Vial plus other Stoneforge. I'd love to take out this mana source, but I think I want to just get my Vial ticking up as soon as possible. They could hypothetically have Days in their deck, so I guess I leave it with the Wasteland. Like, they might not be on Miracles, they could be on, Stoneblade or something, who knows. It's very unlikely, but... that's fair. Being able to, like, get Vial up to 3 in case we draw Recruiter is pretty nice. We're on 28 as well, so, like, Snapcaster is going to take a while on its own. As long as they don't have a Jace, I regret saying words. Any creature we draw now we can suit up with sword though, which helps against Jace. They've only used they've used 2 swords, So they still have a bunch left, and they probably top to Terminus as well. Thanks, Mason. I guess I'm casting this. Like, wastelanding them. Yeah, blue cards are pretty good. So I hear. I hear blue cards are the best cards. Oh, you mean, Shovel Knight, Marcus? Shovel Knight's not that challenging. It is very good, though. Oh my god. The Stoneforges are really tilting. I feel like it warps our sideboarding a lot, like having to keep in a couple Swords to Plowshares. Oh, Hollow Knight, that's what you mean. Sorry. Alright. I think we're just dead, realistically. I'm gonna move on with my life, get into the next one. So we would love these cards. Also interested in Pithing Needle. The rest seems pretty bad. Ethersworn Canonist is good against Snapcaster specifically, but I think it's pretty underpowered. Jitte is definitely the worst equipment. Got a couple swords. Need to cut one more card. Maybe just cut a Karakas. Is that crazy? You'd cut Mangara? That's fair. Mangara is quite slow and they have a lot of ways to interact with it. You'd add a Surgical. Interesting. When I've played Miracles before, I have found people surgicaling Swords to Plowshares to be, like, legitimately very annoying. Yeah, for their swords. Yeah. Like, it makes a bunch of other cards much scarier. Maybe a Surgical is fine. What would it be over? We could cut, like, one of the Karakases for a Surgical, I think. We are bringing in 4 drops, but the games also just go along. You would not bring in Surgical? Yeah. I'm always unsure of it. I know I like Surgical against Miracles when I play Delver. Like, I felt like Surgical against Miracles when I play Delver does enough. I think the Stoneforge Mystics inclined me to not be cute and bring in Surgical, though. I think if I didn't know they had Stoneforge Mystic... I don't know if Brightling's available yet or not. Once I know the answer to that, I fully intend to put Brightlings in this, though. For sure. Brightling seems excellent. Cards are legal but not out yet. Cool. That's the impression I had, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, this sounds pretty decent, for sure. I'm into this hand. We get to put a Thalia into play now. Vial and Mum. That's going okay, Chantal. We're 7-2 with Death and Taxes currently. It's going okay. Sealed Leagues go up in 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. I probably won't get to play that format for a while. I'm probably just going to be playing Legacy for the next couple weeks. And being responsible. As much as, like, I always want to play the new draft format. Interesting. Alright. Containment Priest resolves. Yeah, normally I would play the new format as soon as it, like, releases, but thing is I can do Nationals prep after the PT, Kaylee. I'm probably going to do Minneapolis prep, like, the week before Minneapolis, the GP. But until then, I'm just have to focus on Legacy, especially since I need to, like, get the cards for a Legacy deck. Like, I need to be able to borrow them. It means I need to know, like, what deck I'm going to play quite a bit in advance, I think. Autumn's Nationals prep involves turning up. Jeez, George. Awesome, that sounds great, Kaylee. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You and Lily tend to have, like, a really good feel for these limited formats. You just want to Soldier Stompy. Oh my god,
Goodbye, Death Right Shaman. You were busted and now you are dead.
Thank you so much for the support. But I'm upset at you bad mouthing my favorite elf shaman. Thank you for the continued support, Matty. I really appreciate it. I think I can tick this up to 3. So now I get to Stoneforge in this, right? Yeah, I get to Stoneforge in this. And then I can suit up Thalia, and I have Mother of Runes up. So they can't actually interact with this very easily. No. Wow, we are getting got with this Vandilian Clique. We get to take our sword now. We get to draw a Batterskull off the trigger and feel amazing. Alright. I guess at least I get to start porting. There are definitely a large number of elf shamans. Alright, take out this plains. At least them cliquing away our sword makes any future Stoneforges quite a bit better. Oh my god, Autorte. I don't know how he did this to me. It's the world we're living in, though. First pickable Deadbridge Shaman. I'm glad we both remembered that, George. It's like somewhat absurd. Oh god. This is a problem. Stoneforge Mystic's looking pretty good here. Can go get Jitte and suit up the clique. Right. So I guess we have to hit a land and then Recruiter for Revoker. That's really rough. We might just be dead, honestly. I think we might just be dead. Because they're going to get to suit up the clique. Like, we can go get a Revoker. But they still get to kill the Mother of Runes and Thalia with the first trigger. Is there anything else we can get that does anything here? I just think there isn't. I guess we do just have to get Revoker and like... We don't have 2 ports, otherwise we could do that, Snow. If this Wasteland was a port, I would probably do exactly that line. Oh, we can't even cast this because of Thalia. Okay, guess I'm attacking with this Thalia. Vial up to 4 for Gideon. Seems strong, George. Broke it. So, I was assuming Miracles would be worse post-bans, Chantal, because I always felt like part of the reason it was, like, so ever-present beforehand was that it was like, pretty favoured against both Grixis Delver and Pile. It had, like, very decent game against both those decks. And obviously, like, both those decks just pretty much gone now. But I've been seeing a lot of it online, and it's still been looking, like, very respectable, so... I don't even know what I'm targeting here. I can't be bothered to figure out what I'm meant to target. It doesn't matter. They can just swords in my upkeep anyway. If they have a swords. I get to name Jitte and hope they never draw swords to Plowshares. So I'm unsure how much I'm unsure how much combo to expect. It's like one of the things I'm getting really struggling to get a read on. Because, like, on the one hand, a bunch of the combo decks are, like, really appealing at the moment. Especially if, like, Death and Taxes is big. Being on a combo deck is, I feel, fairly enticing. On the other hand, I feel like there's the old, like, thought process of high-level players are less likely to gravitate towards decks that give them, like, less opportunity to use their play skill. And, like, I feel like legacy specialists in general, and, like, most of the people in the legacy seat are going to be legacy specialists, are more inclined to gravitate towards, like, tempo and mid-range and control as well. So I don't know if that, like, adage will hold true and affect things in that way or not. It's, like, a really hard thing to have a read on. Not that I'm aware of, George. That is a very good question. That is something I should find out about. That is true, Chantal. There will be some number of people in those seats. Like, what, probably a quarter of the teams are people who qualified via our PTQs? Right, I might scoop this turn. We can't even, like, draw Council's Judgment. I'm not entirely sure why I'm still playing. Yeah, combo is your best grab and go deck. Like, if you're not prepared for Legacy, you just, play Black Red Reanimator or something. Rune Scarred Demon. These chests recently have not been exciting.